Hello, I'm the Acting Chair of Flintshire City of Sanctuary, formerly known as the Synergy. We launched in Refugee Week 2018 and we were known then as Synergy. Please see the City of Sanctuary main website for the UK big position and Facebook for our work in North East Flintshire. Our aim is to make this part of the world a welcoming and safe place for refugees, asylum seekers and other vulnerable people. You can see here the Language for Living logo. Now, Language for Living was an initiative initially of the food bank in Flintshire, and this is how I got to meet the Syrian refugees. During the summer of 2018, the Red Cross, who do all of the government liaison with incoming refugee families, if I would run a summer school, because we were all concerned about the long summer holiday and English usage. And so we did. And did we have fun? I'm going to run you through some pictures now. We have some great partners, and Theatre Clwyd were the first to say, we'll put a day on, and we had a lot of fun. As you can see, they did dressing up, they did games, they did craft. There are plenty of even more amusing photographs that I am not at liberty to show you. But it was a great day. And a couple of days later, we went down to Flint, where our partners at Refugee Community Church helped us to organise a full day. We went to the castle, we had a look around, we played games on the green, we went back for a fabulous buffet. In the afternoon, we had some art classes run by one of our teachers from Language for Living. Everybody enjoyed that, parents as well. The kids then had some fun on a bouncy castle, and we all went home tired but happy. The following week, we did it all over again, and we had a day in Mould. We went to the museum, we had a picnic on the wreck, and then the men took the children for a swim while everybody else watched. And so we're in 2019 now, and we're starting to expand because Flintshire Refugee Community Church hosted the launch of the Flintshire City of Sanctuary group, actually in Flint. And you can see the mayor there, and we also had David Hanson, who was then our MP. In Easter of that year, our partners in Theatre Clwyd and a very special lady called Margaret Fingerhut, who's a concert pianist, came together to work with us, and we put on a proper classical concert. It was a fabulous event, and we raised over £1,000, which was Margaret's intention, so thank you, Margaret. In the spring of that year as well, we had our very first Syrian baby born in this country, in Mould, and we did a baby shower. Now, there was some confusion about the title, but I assure you that no water was involved except to make a cup of tea. As we get to summer, of course, it was then our first birthday, and we had a party. We had a cake, we had the outgoing mayor and the incoming mayor, and everybody reiterated their support, and the outgoing mayor, Karen Hodgkinson, gave us a cheque, a very generous cheque of nearly £1,500 for our use of City of Sanctuary from her Mayor's Charity Fund. Thank you again, Karen. And now it's summer, and it's summer school again, and we had another packed programme of interesting and exciting and fun things to do. We visited Danger Point to give particularly our children some pointers as to health and safety in this country and being safe as they get older and go out on their bikes and on buses and things. You can't go to Danger Point without going to Tulacra Beach, of course. Syrians do take some strange things to the beach, we found, but they had fun. We went to the ice rink. Again, that was a new experience. It was very good indeed. And then we went to the Eisteddfod, and this was the high point. Again, Theatre Clwyd came through, and they provided workshops in advance, and they provided transport, and a fantastic day in Clanroost at the National Eisteddfod. During the autumn and winter of 2019 into 20, there were a few more important things that happened. Hollywell, who were beginning to form their own branch as well, put on a barn dance with the Dellin dancers held in St Peter's Church. We had a fantastic time. Dancing with the Syrians is a very interesting experience, but whenever the Syrians come to party, they bring food, and as you can see, that is worth having. So watch out for the next event when we're free to meet again. During the run up to Christmas of that year, the 10th Syrian refugee family arrived in Flintshire, and now our numbers are complete for the time being until legislations change and the pandemic is no longer an issue. But we now have 10 families living in Flintshire in North East Wales. We were pleased to welcome them. Now, February half term, we had to work with another partner. The Ethnic Youth Support Team had the opportunity to take a trip of teenagers to Erddig Park, to the house and the parkland, and they invited us to bring our teenagers as well. So we hired a minibus, and as you can see from the pictures, we all had a great time. Yes, that's the L4L teachers grinning at you there. L4L by now has come out of being under the food bank as a charity and has come under City of Sanctuary, because this is the point where we were gaining charitable status. We were asked to change our names to reflect the mother group of City of Sanctuary. So now we're getting quite used to being COS. So here we are in the spring of 2020, and on March the 8th it was Women's Day, and we had an event at Theatre Clwyd again, and it was called Women Hold Up Half of Heaven. And all sorts of things happened that day. We met new people, new friendships were made. And while the women were busy doing all of that downstairs, the children were upstairs learning how to do drumming. And they came down and performed it for us, and it was well worth both doing and watching and hearing. They still talk about it, you know. The boys were quite annoyed because there weren't many of them there. It was a women's event. Straight after that, we went into lockdown, as you all know. And immediately communications became very difficult. There's no school, no college, no L4L lessons. And although this was a difficult time for communications, we found that we were able to keep contact, lots of video calls, phone calls, and we have done 3 separate deliveries of parcels. The first one was almost immediately, and Theatre Clwyd were heavily involved in this again, and we sent around to each of our 10 families packets of craft activities, paper, pencils, seeds to plant, all sorts of things for the children to do in that first time of what do we do, we're not at school. As time went on, we got closer to Easter, and we decided that we would send them an Easter parcel, which must always involve chocolate, as you know, and we sent them food things as treats. And then as we were running into April, end of April and May, it was Ramadan. And this year Ramadan didn't have the opportunities that Syrian families would normally have to feast and to meet family and friends. So we decided that as it got towards the end of Ramadan and they were heading for Eid, which is the same as our Christmas in terms of presents and parties and fun, that we would do something to help. And we had help from Share, from Vincent de Paul, from Tesco's in Broughton, from the Community Champion. Street Games in Wrexham provided some help as well. That was another connection from ICE. And as you can see, we were able to buy every member of the family and something new to wear. We were able to take treats. We were able to take games. And it was utterly thrilling to be part of that and to see their smiling faces as we stood back and watched them take their parcels indoors. One of the benefits of being a courier on that day was some Syrian treats. They were really, really delicious. So now, it's nearly our 2nd birthday, but we can't have a party. We can't have the event we planned, but we're making this video instead, and we hope you understand what a thrilling thing it is to be part of City of Sanctuary in Flintshire. Please come and join us.